guys, so obviously we normally make videos on Star Citizen, and obviously we have the 3.22 in the PTU at the moment. But this channel originally was a very broad gaming channel, and I want to get back to the roots on that a little bit. Don't worry, we're still playing Star Citizen like a mother, you know what. And we're still doing the Machine Bar and everything like that. We just want to talk about other games because, quite frankly, I'm disappointed. I am disappointed in a lot of the gaming creators who are being brought, paid for, and whatnot. Which is why there was the disclaimer at the front of this video. Every video we do, we are now going to be putting up that disclaimer. Big Fry, Angry Joe, Ant-Man, take note. So at the end of the day, guys, obviously we want to go through and break this down. Creator behind hugely popular Skyrim cooperative multiplayer mod gives up on the Starfield version of it because, drumroll please, the game is effing trash. I didn't realise this until after I recently started playing the damn game a week after launch. 2023 has turned into the year of blah 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 blah. Right, so we can skip to the pain part. I did want to play my Baldur's Gate and see what it's like, actually, to be honest. When the game released, I was hyped, like a lot of people, but probably for different reasons. He's a modder, so obvious. I spent launch day and a few days after reverse engineering the game and porting over gameplay hooks from Skyrim Together to a potential Starfield Together mod. I ported about 70% of the Skyrim Together reverse code to Starfield Together. So obviously they're both built on Creation Engine. There will be some crossover when it comes to code, and without the actual code or the mod base, obviously that's the next best thing, which is a sound argument. There's just one problem. The game is effing trash. I didn't realize until after I actually started playing the game about a week after launch. He goes on to call it boring, bland, and says the big draw of Bethesda's game is an exploration in a lively and handcrafted world, which is completely gone from Starfield. Insert loading screen here. Now, obviously, he then goes through, and now, obviously, this has come out a few days ago. It came out 3 days ago. I do want to say that at the end of the day, it's interesting that this is coming out now, after everybody has brought the game. You can make an argument for that. But at the end of the day, obviously, better late than never. But this is getting back to our original video when we called and said that people were overhyped for Starfield, and that the game is probably going to be mediocre at best. Which, by the way, I copped a lot of flack for in a lot of other Discords as well. Funny how they're never playing it since. But at the end of the day, yeah, at the end of the day, guys, this is the argument that we keep hearing when it comes to gaming and stuff like that, is that, especially with Starfield, right? It was, the modders are going to fix it. The modders are going to fix this game. You know, don't worry, the modders will fix it. No, the modders aren't going to fix it because one of them has abandoned the mod and is called the game trash. Now, just to make the argument too, this is not some little modder like me, right? This is some guy who has put out one of the biggest mods for Skyrim. Was it Skyrim? I think it was Skyrim. Skyrim, yeah. So he's put out one of the biggest mods for Skyrim that I believe has over 1 million downloads. Let's just do a quick search for Skyrim Together. Skyrim Together mod. Nexus mods. Here we go. Skyrim Together Reborn. How many downloads does it have? Total views over 3.3 million. Unique downloads is over 635,000, and that's just for the Skyrim Together Reborn. That's the remod of the mod. And there was the original one as well. Let's see if I can find the original. Sky Together Reborn, Sky Together Plus. we'll have a look at that one. So this one, it doesn't say how many original downloads it has. Oh, yes, it does here. Unique is around $80,000. I believe this is a remod of this mod of the Skyrim Together Reborn. Like I say, and this Skyrim Together is used. It's used here. It's used here. A lot of people. It's used here. A lot of people use it to make another mod, so they use it for a new base. I believe the original one had over a million downloads, unique downloads. So this is not some little mod. This is some guy that has made one of the biggest mods for Skyrim, and he's calling Starfield trash. Now, yeah, we could probably ask why a whole bunch of creators hyped up this game before released, and whether there was any sort of reward in exchange for doing that. You might be surprised in the answer. But at the end of the day, like I say, look, at the end of the day, we really do need to start having a conversation about whether independent gamers or game reviewers are actually being brought and paid for. Because I'm starting to see a lot of people come out and promote a game just because the fact that they were flown to a studio and given a tour and given a prize, and not to mention any game in particular like Payday 3 for example. But like I say, at the end of the day, yeah, it's definitely interesting where you have like this guy calling it trash, and like I say, it's a few days ago. It's 6 months after the game came out, but regardless, people have already paid for it, Yeah. But this is obviously on the back of the latest debacle, which is obviously Bethesda's response when it comes to criticism. Where obviously you get this, which is Bethesda responding to negative reviews on Starfield stream. Now, it's interesting because if you actually go through and have a look at the reviews, you will notice that the reviews are very oddly non-specific and seemingly written by AI, maybe ChatGPT. But, like I say, it's not been a good day for Bethesda, but like I say, the horse is already bolted. They've already got their $130 for the people that brought it early and that wanted to pay an impulse tax. Or for the people like me who got it with Xbox Game Pass and didn't have to pay anything, which is obviously fine. But, it's like... And by the way, before people sit there and go, well, oh my God, you haven't played this game, how would you know? I've played over 100 hours of Starfield. And I haven't probably touched it in about 3 or 6 months. So... yes, I did play it. It's actually on the channel. You can watch us play it, and you'll see when I'm playing it, I actually raise a lot of valid questions about it. But the good old chestnut. Well, don't worry, the modders will fix it. Looks like the modders aren't really worried about fixing it. They're more about worrying about abandoning it. But guys, let's know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. Obviously, this video has been helpful. Please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, we'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great night and enjoy.